I'm constantly on Facebook, scrolling through my feed, reading the news and looking at pics of cute Pomeranians. I'm not alone. The social media platform averages 1.09 billion daily active users. Despite talk that Facebook's reach is waning, it's pretty clear people love the site more than ever. 70% of Facebook users in the US log into Facebook on a daily basis, compared with 59% on Instagram, 38% on Twitter, 27% on Pinterest, and 22% on LinkedIn, according to stats from Pew Research Center. All these users spell out huge potential for marketers, and Facebook has emerged as one of the best advertising platforms for both B2B and B2C businesses. In the past few years, as organic reach on Facebook has declined, savvy marketers have been advertising on Facebook to get results. There's a lot that has to come together to make a Facebook ad successful. You need the right targeting, a great image or video, and compelling copy. Today, I'm focusing on why writing matters in Facebook ads, as well as some strategies on how you can write great Facebook ads that actually convert. Why Facebook advertising works so well. There are tons of users on Facebook, but sending an ad out into the void doesn't result in tons of conversions. The key to Facebook's advertising is targeting. Facebook has the best ad targeting of any site. This targeting allows you to get super specific about what audience your ad reaches. If you sell garden hoses, you can reach people who are interested in vegetable gardens and home improvement. If you sell a software as a service, SaaS, tool, you can target those who've visited a landing page on your website. Here are some of the ways you can target your ads on Facebook. Custom audiences allows you to target existing customers or leads. Location allows you to target by location, city, state, country. Gender allows you to target by gender, male or female. Interests allows you to target by interest, such as fitness, entrepreneurship, fashion, literature. Behaviors allows you to target by past behavior, such as someone visiting your website. Connections allows you to target by people who already like your page, or who have connections that do. The two types of Facebook ads. There are two types of Facebook ads that marketers can use. 1. Sponsored posts. Facebook sponsored posts appear directly in the Facebook newsfeed. Users see the ads as they are scrolling, and the feature as prominently as posts from close friends. 2. The right-hand column ad. The right-hand column ad appears, you guessed it, in the right column of the Facebook feed. These ads are smaller, but they can't be scrolled past like sponsored posts in the news feed. Marketers often use right-hand column ads for retargeting purposes. Note: sponsored posts include a fair amount of copy, so I'll be focusing on copywriting tips for these posts, although the tips can be applied to right-hand column ads as well. But does copywriting for Facebook ads really matter? Yes. When you envision a Facebook ad, you might think of a large image. Images are important in Facebook ads, but copywriting is also essential. If you're spending money on a Facebook ad, you want to make sure it does its job. Good ad copywriting can persuade your audience to click through to your website. Good copywriting functions as a guide. It shows people where they need to go. Great advertising copy can persuade, excite, and entertain. It makes connections, cuts out excess information, and makes the choice to proceed seem obvious. It's an essential part of a successful ad. So here's how to do it. Use these principles to write the best ads you can. 9 strategies for writing your best Facebook ads. 1. Use Facebook targeting to narrow your audience, then write to it. When it comes to selling online, it's tempting to write like you're on stage at a conference. But if you want to be effective, you must write as though you're writing to one person, and one person alone. This person, your target, is the one you need to woo and persuade. Just as though you were an in-person salesperson, you need to focus all your attention on this person and their needs. On your website, you have to write copy that speaks to all potential customers, and you probably have a few different personas. On Facebook, however, you can narrowly target your audience. What does it look like to implement this Facebook ad tip? Here's an example. You can target your ads to women who are over 30 that live in the US and are interested in fitness and wellness. Then you can write targeted ads that speak to that very specific audience. 2. Write different Facebook ads for different people. This goes along with the idea of targeting. Your customers turn to you for a variety of reasons, so why would you use one blanket ad? Facebook's strength is its ability to target, so don't treat your ad like a billboard. For example, imagine you're a clothing retailer. You sell men's and women's apparel, as well as shoes, accessories, activewear, underwear, and even bath and body products. Many customers will be interested in some of what you have to offer, but many will be most interested in one area. Simply put, women will be interested in what you have for women. I love this video ad from Old Navy promoting its activewear. The ad is targeted to those who've listed fitness as an interest. In this way, Old Navy reaches the right audience with its ad. 3. Ensure your Facebook ad copy goes with your visual. Many smaller businesses, and even larger ones, especially in the B2B space, don't have a ton of visuals on hand. When it comes time to run an ad, there's a scramble to make sure an image gets attached. This can result in an image that doesn't go together with the copy, which presents a jarring experience for a Facebook user. If the copy and the image don't line up, they'll wonder what the ad is actually advertising. They'll be unlikely to click, and your ad will be wasted. Starbucks stitched together 3 images to create a great visual for its world's largest #StarbucksDate campaign. The copy mentions French Press Café Verona and a chocolate brownie, which are then visualized in the photos. In this way, Starbucks reminds its audience what they'll get by coming into the coffee shop, resulting in an effective Facebook ad. If you're struggling to create images for Facebook ads, you can use image tools like Banner Snack, Canva, PicMonkey, and Pablo by Buffer to create your own. 4. Stay focused with one call to action. The best Facebook ads have a clear goal. Are you trying to increase brand awareness, get a lead, or sell a product? No matter what, your ad should have a clear call to action. Without it, Facebook users will see your ad, but they'll have no idea where to click, or what to do. Society6 sells iPhone cases, and they show off their products in their Facebook ads. But the ad is a lot more than an image of a lovely iPhone case. It has a call to action button, Shop Now, encouraging users to come to the Society6 website to browse, shop, and ultimately buy. Speaking of calls to action, did you know that Call Now is also an option? 5. Keep it short and lead with value. You're paying for an ad, so it can be tempting to cram in as much as possible. You have to explain your product to people, after all. However, when it comes to Facebook ads, you need to keep it short and lead with value. What does someone get out of using your product? How will it help them? These are the areas you should focus on in your copy, and you should get these points across in a clear, concise manner. For example, TaskRabbit helps people hire others to complete personal tasks, but the value is that users can get everything done when they're busy and overwhelmed. In the following ad, TaskRabbit shares its value with the copy. Getting everything done is easier than you think. Hire a tasker instead, and we've got chores covered. Just 3 sentences completely explain the value of the service. 6. Use simple language that's easy to understand. Copywriting is not high literature. Maybe you were a poet in college, but flowery language will muddle your message. It's time to cut the verbosity. Your number 1 priority should be writing a Facebook ad that's easy to understand, for anyone, even a 5th grader. When someone sees your ad, they should immediately know what you're offering, how it benefits them, what to do next. That's why I love this sponsored post from Sophie, which helps people refinance their student loans. The copy in this Facebook ad is refreshingly simple: pay off loans faster. Sophie explains what it offers: refinancing of loans, the benefits, paying off loans faster, and what to do next: apply now. 7. Be upfront about the numbers. If you're selling a physical product, people want to know how much it costs. If you're running a sale, people want to know what percentage they're going to get off. A copywriting strategy that works. Led with the numbers. For example, Ball Honda, a car dealership in San Diego, sponsors Facebook ads that drive home the nuts and bolts of how much it costs to get a car. They share the deal people can get if they lease a CR-V, and give a date for when the promotion ends. They don't show the ad to everyone in San Diego. They target those who have come to their website already. The ad isn't particularly sexy, but it's helpful, and it effectively reminds people to come to their dealership when they're ready to buy a car. 8. Get some perspective. You're working to market your brand every day, so it can be tough to step back and make sure the copy for your Facebook ad resonates. Scroll through your own Facebook feed and take a look at the ads. Which ones make you want to click? Which ones do you simply scroll past? It's a good idea to get some perspective from someone besides yourself. You can hire a freelance writer or editor to write the ad for you, or help you brainstorm. You can also bounce the ad off a few co-workers, especially ones outside the marketing department, to see if they think it's effective. Friends and family, people outside the business, can help as well. 9. Test your ad copy. The only way you can improve your Facebook ad copy is if you run tests. Facebook makes it easy to spend a small amount of money to try things out. In the end, the only way you can ensure your copywriting works is through experience. Try running 2 different ads, each with the same image, but different copy, to see which resonates most with your audience. Which version gets the most likes, comments, and conversions. For example, Post Planner posted the same ad, but changed up the copy. In one ad, they asked a question. In the second ad, they made a statement. It's a subtle copy change, but it can spell out big changes in results. Write copy that drives results on Facebook. The best ads on Facebook ultimately lead to sales. As a marketer, you need to make sure you're putting the ingredients together to create an ad that gets the job done, and strong copywriting is an essential part of a good Facebook ad. Bonus: super hacks to lower your CPA on Facebook ads. It's the ultimate goal of every marketer alive. Lowering your cost per acquisition, CPA. Getting those juicy acquisitions for a dirt cheap price. Acquisitions, whether that is a lead or a sale, is what powers a business. Beware. Do not fall in the trap of comprising quality. Quality is still so important. So how do we lower our acquisition costs on Facebook? Here are super hacks we use every day to scale our clients' businesses. 1. Accumulate data and use the breakdowns. Data is the start of every successful marketing journey. Without data, we can't make informed decisions. This can be dangerous as rookies will make assumptions that can hurt their campaigns. You and I are smart marketers. We let the data guide our decisions. Once we've accumulated enough data, we're able to use Facebook breakdowns, a feature that allows us to see granular data. This is incredibly useful, and something that is often overlooked. Granular data allows us to see the most successful parts of our campaign, scaling just those elements and cutting out what's not working. So what can we see with breakdowns? Here's a list. By time. Day, week, fortnight, month. By delivery. Most useful: age, gender, country, region, impression, device, platform, ad placement, time of day. By action. Conversion, device, post, reaction, type, destination, video, view type, video, sound, carousel, card. OK. So I know this giant list may seem overwhelming. Lucky for you, I'm just going to tell you which breakdowns you'll want to use. Gender. This will tell you whether the male or female segment is performing better. You'll be able to see the CPA of each. If your ad heavily skews one way, you're in luck because that's a giant saving for you. Age. Another super important breakdown. You'll be able to see which age brackets are performing the best. There's usually always 1 or 2 age groups that do better than the others. Here's another massive opportunity to save big. Combined with gender, and you're already on your way to slashing that CPA. Placement. Here you will see which ad placements are bringing in the cheapest conversions. I'll give you another secret. Generally, mobile devices bring in cheaper conversions. The best placements are Facebook and Instagram newsfeed, mobile. Next would be Stories or Marketplace, depending on your industry. Pro tip: separate your newsfeed and story ads into their own ad sets. With Stories, you'll want to modify your creative to better suit the story experience. It's quick, you need to instantly capture attention. Pro tip inside a pro tip: if you use a carousel ad format on Stories, you get 3 taps instead of 1. You're welcome. Those are the main 3 breakdowns we use on a daily basis to instantly boost conversions and decrease costs. 2. B. Split test everything. I can't stress enough on the importance of split testing. This is how we can let data guide our ad strategy decisions. There have been so many times where the entire office is sure that one version of the ad will be the best by far, and we're wrong. Assumptions are dangerous. Using the split testing feature on Facebook, you can split test creatives, delivery optimization, audiences and much more. The most important of these are creatives. Try to come up with 3 different angles, creatives for your ad. For example, we're running an ad that promotes our new app that teaches people to do their own marketing for free. Now our whole team thought version 3 would be the best. It makes sense, right? Fancy GIF with lots of effort put in and looks really cool. We were all wrong. Actually, the best creative was version 2, the one that took us 5 minutes to make. Why is that? We concluded that it's so simple that you can tell what the entire ad is in under 3 seconds. With Facebook users being bombarded with content, it's actually an advantage to take this approach. By not being special, you're standing out. The next split test you'll want to run is audiences. One aspect of audiences that is often overlooked is that there is overlap. So by using split tests, Facebook splits up the audiences evenly and makes sure there is no overlap in the test. This is important because Facebook is an auction. You don't want to be bidding against yourself. This is a great way to cut down on CPA and discover new opportunities to scale. Use lookalike audiences. If you're still using interests to target your audience, you're advertising like it's 2012. Put the Facebook algorithm to work for you, and use lookalike audiences. How do these work? Each profile has hundreds of data points. All you have to do is provide Facebook with seed data. It will match it up to Facebook profiles and then use those data points to find highly similar people. It sounds like magic, but there are still things you need to be aware of. Of course, I'll give you all the best tips. I've got you. Firstly, you need to make sure that the seed data you give Facebook is the best data you have. For example, if you are running a Shopify store, you would want to give Facebook everyone who has ever made a purchase. We want to be in the lowest stage of the funnel possible. Now there is a catch. You're going to need data, and lots of it. Facebook's minimum is 100 people to make an LLA. But if I'm being honest, you're going to need more like 500 people. The more the merrier. You need to make sure you are giving Facebook the most data you can so it can better find similar audiences. An LLA, lookalike audience, with 1,000 people as a seed, is infinitely better than 200 people. If you're an established business, this is going to be a walk in the park for you. If you're just starting out, then you'll need to build up data first. Some seed data audiences you can use if you don't have a huge list are LLA based on people who like your page, LLA based on people who have engaged with your posts, LLA based on people who have submitted a lead, add to cart. I wouldn't recommend any other forms of LLA. You start to get too high up in the funnel and lose relevance to the action required. Your audience is only as good as the data you provide. We've seen LLAs cutting acquisition costs by more than 50%. That is a huge decrease in cost and a huge increase in the volume of leads, sales. I hope you enjoyed these hacks to cut acquisition costs. Please take the time to follow for more Facebook and marketing secrets, and give us a clap. As mentioned earlier, Social Ninja is an app, in development, that teaches people to do their own marketing, without an agency, but still get agency results. We're giving away all of our secrets and proven strategies for free. This is the first app of its kind and is going to change the game. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel for more money-making knowledge. Thanks for watching and see you next time.